We're back. Let's well, it's not really let's. It's
I don't know, a box break, I guess.
box break.
Yeah.
But it's more like a CD case.
Yeah.
You guys will see.
We're missing the yeah.
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 I guess.
I'm holding with my hands, so it's kind of different.
All right. Well.
So what are we doing, Daniel?
Well, I was trying to get a sealed box of KO boxing cards from 1992, but unfortunately, I missed the auction before it ended.
Yeah.
But they have another set that's a hologram set. It's brand new. You get 10 guaranteed holographic cards.
Yeah.
And then one prototype, which is random. I think there's about 10 different prototypes you can get. Of course, we would like to get Mike Tyson, but I have my doubts just judging by the serial number. This one's...
you want to show it?
Yeah, we can show it. I think this was like 19,000 range out of 35,000. You guys can see
That's the back.
That's it's upside down, but it's I think it's 19,000.
No, it's right side up here.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 19,000, 956, and out of 35,000.
Okay, so it's 35,000 of these made.
Yeah.
Okay, so the prototypes will only be 35,000. Obviously.
Yeah.
So the front.
Yeah. The front. So the front is Muhammad Ali's famous stance over Sonny Liston in the second fight that they had to. I don't know if you can really see it. It's a glare. They had a rematch, and this was the infamous match where people say that Sonny Liston took a dive in the first round, and Ali's like, has his arm out. He's like, "Get up, you bum! We're on television," or he said something like that.
Yeah.
And that became like an iconic image, right? Ali's pose. There, you can see it better there, I think. Interesting note. I didn't know this initially, but I saw it on some kind of HBO documentary of some kind. Yeah. But I think it was Ali documentary. But between Ali's legs, you can see somebody staring, like in shock. I don't know if you can see that guy's head between the legs of Ali. That was actually Larry Merchant.
Really?
Yeah, he was in attendance, and he actually. I mean, you can see here. So that guy right there. That's supposed to be Larry Merchant. You can see more in the actual photograph, and he has like a very like wide open mouth, like he's shocked that Liston went down so quickly in the fight.
Okay, I can see it better here.
Yeah,
where would he be?
Between the legs. So that's supposed to be Larry Merchant. Like
it's all blocked out,
and his mouth is like wide open, and he's shocked.
Nice.
Well, right, cool. I mean, people didn't think Liston would go down in round one, right? I mean, he was a solid fighter with a good chin, so that's why they thought he took a dive.
Yeah.
But if you look at the replay, it didn't look like a phantom punch. Like he did. Did you ever see the punch that knocked him down?
No.
I mean, he did hit him. You could see the impact on the jaw, like it rumbled a bit.
Yeah.
But they thought he took a dive, regardless. I think he got knocked down, like as a flash knockdown, but the fight could have gone on. But the referee decided to wave it off.
Yeah.
He was actually a boxer, Jersey Joe Walcott. He was the referee in that fight.
Oh.
And he waved it off. And
retired?
Yeah, he was retired at that point. So yeah, it was strange. It should have probably gone on, but they ended it in round one. Yeah.
Okay.
And the fans hated it because Ali was no longer Cassius Clay at that time. He changed his name to Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
And with the Malcolm X movement and everything like that. So a lot of people were against him. Like they were actually cheering for Liston in this fight more than Ali. Because he was kind of like I don't know, people didn't like the fact that he was going with Malcolm X at the time and Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Islam, man.
All right, you want to do the honors?
Right. There's a small hole here.
Oh, why?
So I guess I'll use that as an opening. Why not? I don't want to be an a-hole, but I think that's the way to do it.
What are you doing? You're ruining this.
Yeah.
You opened it.
Of course. It's an unboxing, man. Come on. Is there music in here, though? It's like a CD case. Look at this.
All right. So you're going to reveal one card at a time.
Yeah. All right. I think just open it like a CD.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the KO logo around.
Drop the cards.
Yeah, no.
It looks like it's...
Okay, so we already talked enough about Ali. I don't know if you want to read.
You could read. You're the best reader.
Okay, I don't know about that. The greatest heavyweight champion of all time, he single-handedly changed the image of boxing. A 3-time heavyweight champion, the Louisville Lip, used speed, power, timing, and the gift of gab to defeat the likes of Sonny Liston, Archie Moore, Joe Frazier, and George Foreman. All right.
Nice.
Muhammad the greatest.
All right.
That's one down. The second one here, it's
Oh.
Holyfield Tyson
Oh, that's cool.
hologram. So this fight never actually happened, guys. You could look at the year and you could probably know why. So it was scheduled for Friday,
1991.
November 8th, 1991.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a big matchup between the champion Holyfield and the former champion Tyson. Unfortunately, what happened was Tyson apparently got a rib injury,
Yeah.
which postponed the fight, and then he had the rape conviction.
Oh, okay.
So that scrapped that fight. And of course, they only fought let's see, 5 years later, 96 November, almost around the same time, November 9th, I think they fought, 96. So it says Holyfield and Tyson. Boxing was buzzing with the announcement that Holyfield would defend his world heavyweight title against Tyson in November 1991. This bout between boxing's baddest man and the quiet champion was scheduled for Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. It was a fight worth waiting for. The match was to be televised by KAYO. It would easily have been the richest prize fight in the history of the sport, having generated up to 100 million gross for Holyfield. His chance to erase any doubts of his claim to the title. For Tyson, his chance to erase the embarrassing loss to Douglas and regain heavyweight title. But Tyson went driven to the route with a rib injury, and as history has it, we may now have to wait a very long time for this great fight that never was. Well, eventually it did happen, as you know, 1996.
Yep.
So this is Riddick Bowe. I don't know if you guys remember this guy.
The video game.
Yep. So he's well known for... I think he's mostly well known for getting hit in the nuts by Andrew Galata. That's what people remember him for.
And then Galata got that DQ'd, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, he should be remembered also for having a pretty good boxing record. He beat Holyfield for the championship by decision. One thing I regret that he did is he ducked Lennox Lewis, guys. He ducked Lennox Lewis. He threw his WBC belt in the trash.
Yeah.
And he told, "Here, Lennox, pick up the like."
Yeah.
As if he's like a nobody. He should have defended it though, because like he didn't want to defend it, so he how do you say he let go of the belt and then he lost. Yeah, I know.
That's bad.
Yeah. What does it say about him? Expectations weren't high for Brooklyn-born heavyweight Riddick Bowe after he left the 1980 Olympics with only a silver medal. Guess who he was against? He lost the gold medal match.
I think Lennox Lewis.
Yes.
No. Yeah? Damn. And Lewis was fighting for UK, right?
Canada.
Oh, Canada. Oh, yeah.
And it was very controversial. So he stunned Bowe, but Bowe was on his feet, and the referee kept like counting as if he was knocked down.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just stopped it. And so it was kind of a corrupt finish. Like I think Bowe should have been able to, he didn't get knocked down or anything. So it seemed like they didn't want the US to win.
All right.
So I guess Bowe was upset about that, and he just held a grudge all the time. Yeah. Instead of fighting him in the ring as a champion, he should have avenged it.
Not the heart of a champ, Daniel.
No, it's not.
He ran.
Yeah. So what was I going to say? Riddick has proven his critics wrong. Considered by many experts to be the finest young heavyweight in the world, Bowe is closing in on a world title challenge. So this was before he faced Holyfield. This card set was just made before he beat Holyfield.
Okay.
I also noticed that they made some typos here. They put challenge with the A, so they put
challenge.
Yeah, LLANG. Yeah, and
like the challenge.
Challenge. Yeah.
Well, they didn't have spell.
I guess not.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
After only 27 pro fights, he was ranked second in the world by the WBC and captured the WBC Intercontinental title. Bowe was a multi-talented boxer who packs power in both fists. Stunning knockouts over Bert Cooper, Terrell Biggs, Rodolfo Martin, and Bruce Seldon have proven that he can punch with the division's hardest hitters. This Bowe certainly knows boxing. Like that other Bowe?
Yeah, Bo
Jackson. Bowe knows, but yeah, I don't know. Thing is, I think Gar agrees with me. Bruce Seldon does not, the fact that he knocked down Bruce Seldon, that means not much. Remember in that match against Tyson, he took a dive. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was pretty.
Don't want to get beat up anymore.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's
that.
This one, oh wow! I think we got a misprint here, guys. I don't think it's supposed to be cut like that, isn't it? Like they're missing their heads. This might be a misprint.
No, I don't think it's a misprint.
Look.
No, but they have the TVKO down here.
I know, but it should have gone maybe like there, because like you should see their heads though. No?
We'll find out.
So Holyfield decisions Foreman, the Battle of the Ages, TVKO's Fight of the Month,
It's
April
a really
19,
low cut.
It is, and I think they messed up. The Battle of the Ages, with its inaugural monthly telecast of the Battle of the Ages, the fight between Evander Holyfield and George Foreman for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Time Warner Sports Pay-Per-Views Network TVKO was launched. It was the classic confrontation for boxing's prized possession. Evander Holyfield, 20-year-old champion with the best physique in the sport, defended his title for the first time against George Foreman, a living legend attempting at the age of 42 to recapture his youth and the title he won 18 years earlier from the Joe Frazier. 20-year-old Holyfield retained the title with a 115, 112, 160, 111, 117, 110 unanimous decision. For the fans, it truly was the battle of the ages. Have you seen it?
No.
I mean, it was good. Holyfield really tried to KO Foreman, but
Okay.
he observed it, even though he was older at that point.
Holyfield won then.
He won, but he was out of gas by the time it ended, and he couldn't put down Foreman, and Foreman had him in maybe a little bit of trouble here and there, but overall he outboxed Foreman. And
Shadowfire's here. He had a.
hey, what's up, Shadowfire?
That's right. He got punched this. Yeah.
Yep, thanks for joining. Well, he loves boxing, so he probably appreciates this.
Oh, there you go.
So of course Holyfield actually. George Foreman eventually did recapture the championship against Michael Moore. Remember '94?
Yeah,
he knocked him out. Yep. So he did prevail eventually. Speaking of which, here he is, Michael Moore. He was very young here. I think this was his pre-heavyweight look.
I mean, he's a champ, no?
This was before.
Yeah, so
this was before. He was like a light heavyweight first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he moved up. So Michael Moore, he's famously known for. Well, he beat Holyfield for the belt, but people questioned that Holyfield had a heart problem at the time, and he kind of that's why he didn't perform as well. And then in the next fight, George Foreman knocked him out. But he actually had Foreman in a lot of trouble. Like he was pounding him the whole fight, but he was being stupid. He was standing in front of him, and eventually, if Foreman catches you, and then you don't have a good chin, you're gonna go, and that's what happened. So Emmanuel Stewart knew he had something special when he took a 19-year-old Michael Moore to buy a pair of shoes and found out he was size 13. Wow, that's pretty big. Moore was 160 pounds then and just beginning to grow. He started his career in 1988 as a super middleweight and the next year became WBO lightweight heavyweight champion. Moore relies on one thing as a fighter punching with either hand. It was that power that made Moore's transition to heavyweight division an easy one. In his first fight as heavyweight, Moore knocked out Terry Davis, and 2 fights later he proved he can take a punch as well as he dishes them out when he stopped contender Alex Stewart. Moore has won all 25 of his fights by knockout. His power and feisty style promise to keep the heavyweight division exciting. Well, he did have a lot of knockout victories, so.
Was that the golden age of heavyweight boxing?
I mean, a lot of people say the 70s, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think so. Tommy Morrison, if you guys recognize this guy, he was he played in Rocky V as Tommy Gunn.
Yeah.
But his nickname in boxing was Tommy Duke, the Duke Morrison.
Yeah.
So right here, I think he's fighting.
Bo?
No, he wasn't Bo. I can't tell if that's.
What says Project Raid on it or Project? It's not Bo. Okay.
No, it's not Bo. They didn't fight.
But like a Y at the end of his name.
He did get knocked out by Merciless Ray Mercer.
Okay.
And it was a really nasty knockout. I think I might have showed Gar. Like it was the referee should have stopped it, but like Tommy was stuck between the ropes and he just kept pounding and the referee kept like not doing anything. Yeah. It was pretty disgusting. But anyway, he knocked his ass out pretty good. I think we're probably gonna talk about it here. Let's see. This Rocky V co-star hopes to cash in his Hollywood fantasy for a real-life world title. Morrison, who's managed by Mike Tyson's estranged manager Bill Caton, launched a successful pro career after fighting in Oklahoma Tough Man competitions, which isn't that where Butterbean was from?
Yeah,
Tough Man, right?
I think so.
During a swift rise through the heavyweight ranks, Morrison KO'd former world champion Pinklin Thomas and former contender James Quick Tillis. Well, I mean, those are pretty good. I think
past their prime.
Yeah, Thomas was a former champ.
Mm-hmm.
Quick Tillis gave Tyson trouble when they fought, but I guess they were past their prime by this point. Mm-hmm. October of 1991, Morrison challenged WBA heavyweight champion, it's Ray Mercer, in Atlantic City, leading on points through 4 rounds. Morrison's title hopes were temporarily derailed when Mercer scored an impressive 5th round KO. Morrison, who's a relative of John Wayne, apparently is a relative of John Wayne, will ultimately have to decide whether his future lies in a boxing ring or on the silver screen.
Neither.
But unfortunately, he passed away.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, HIV. He battled it for
How old was he?
3 years. I think maybe I was close to 60s, possibly.
Oh.
Heavyweight champion Foreman, yeah.
George Foreman.
Well, at this point, he wasn't a champ. He was a former champ. But let's see what it says about him here. When George Foreman announced his return to the ring after a 10-year retirement in 1987, there were many chuckles. But Big George didn't need long to turn those laughs into applause. Foreman ran off 24 straight wins, 23 by knockout, and at the age of 42, he captured the imagination of people across the country when he challenged Evander Holyfield for the heavyweight championship of the world. Foreman lost a hard-fought decision to the Holyfield in 1981, but considers himself a young prospect and expects to regain the title.
Young?
I know, with a second-round knockout of Joe Frazier in 1973. Former 1968 Olympic gold medalist, has become one of the most popular athletic figures in the world today, which is true. I mean,
Yep.
the Foreman grill really brought him back.
Yep.
That's what made him really popular with the people. And at one point, they hated him. He was like a big bully. They wanted Ollie beat him, and Ollie did beat him. So Donovan Razor Ruddock, this was a former heavyweight
Canadian?
contender. He is a Canadian. True story, guys. His daughter actually shopped at ANC Games one day.
How do you know?
I talked to her. She saw the picture of Tyson and me on the,
Oh,
and she looked at it.
that's cool.
And she's like, "Oh, is that Tyson?" I go, "Yeah." And then she's like, it kind of brought her back. She goes, "Yeah, my dad." Fought
My
him.
dad.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh shit."
And you knew who she was?
Well, her name, was the same.
Like Ruddock at the end?
yeah.
So you knew who she was
Well,
then?
she said it as well.
And then you're probably happy. You're like, whoa, got
And
to talk to the
I
daughter.
felt bad though because it brings her back. Like, had he won, it would have changed her whole life, right? They would have
Yeah,
won
that's
a
true.
lot of money, a lot of things changed, right? But,
No, but you have to fight to beat Tyson, though.
but he tried. He represented Canada. He's Jamaican born, but he was living in Canada.
Yeah.
And we'll probably talk about it in the back here. So it was a ferocious four-punch combination at New York's Madison Square Garden in 1989 that left Michael Dokes face down on the canvas and thrust Donovan Razor Ruddock upon the world stage. The Jamaican-born Ruddock was an all-around athlete growing up in Canada, but it wasn't until the age of 16 that Donovan started to box. He was a Canadian heavyweight champion, and on 2 occasions used his tremendous left to brawl with Mike Tyson. They had 2 fights together. One of them got stopped in round 7 controversially, and the other one went the distance.
Okay.
But Tyson won. Tyson really gave him a lot of he broke his jaw, but
He still
Ruddock
kept fighting.
fighting.
So he's tough.
Coming up on the short end both times, Ruddock has proven he can have the best punches, can take the best punches the division has to offer. And as the heavyweight picture unfolds, he waits his chance for a shot at the title. Unfortunately,
No.
he did have a shot. It was like a WBC title. How do you say? Elimination match. So he fought Lewis. This is when Riddick both threw the belt in the garbage. So the winner of Riddick, Lennox Lewis, and Razor Ruddock would fight. I guess maybe Bo if that was going to happen. But since he threw it out, basically Lewis just got it on that after beating Ruddock.
Mhm.
So had Ruddock won, he would have been the champ. Although
Okay.
maybe Bo wouldn't have ducked him. I don't know, but we'll never know. So this is the guy who knocked out Tommy Morrison, Ray Mercer.
Oh, I think he was fighting Ray Mercer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the guy. It has been a steady rise to the top of the boxing world for Mercer, a former U.S. Army sergeant. After winning the heavyweight gold medal at the 1988 Summer Olympics, he earned the NABF heavyweight crown with a thrilling 12-round decision over Smokin' Burt Cooper in August of 1989. 5 months later, Mercer scored a stunning one-punch knockout over Olympian Francesco Damiani to win the WBO title. His first defense was a spectacular KO of heavyweight hopeful Tommy Morrison. In dramatic come-from-behind fashion that has become Mercer's trademark. He landed 14 unanswered punches. Yeah, the referee should have stopped it. That left Morrison motionless on the canvas. It was the most graphic and devastating heavyweight knockout since Jerry Cooney decimated Ken Norton in one round in 1981.
I guess Norton was already at the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
don't reveal.
How are we gonna do this? Let's see.
I put a card. don't look at it, Daniel.
All right, not look at that yet.
No.
Oh, shit, we might have exploded.
Damn it, Daniel.
It's okay. We tried. Larry Holmes. So I don't know if you can see him in there, but he had one of the best title defenses records in quite some time since Joe Louis. Didn't get the credit that I guess that he would have liked because I guess he wasn't really popular. People felt like he was a Muhammad Ali copycat in terms of his style. Like he didn't have the persona of Ali, but he had the kind of like the jab style and footwork. He was Ali's sparring partner at one point, so that's probably where he picked up some of that. And Ali was like his hero. He had a record of 48-0 at one point. he was fighting Michael Spinks. They probably talk about it here. Let's read it. He's one of the greatest heavyweight champions of all time. But because he followed the era of Muhammad Ali and it was truly an outspoken champion, Larry Holmes was never given the credit he deserved. Holmes held the title over 7 years with 20 successful defenses, and with his tremendous left jab, defeated the likes of Ali. Well, Ali was like at the end of his career, to be fair. Ernie Shavers, Mike Weaver, Bone Crusher Smith, and Jerry Cooney. Now at the age of 42, Larry Holmes is not only getting the recognition he longed for, but also the applause that was silent throughout his career. So they don't talk about it, but Ray Mercer actually he ditched his WBO belt to fight Holmes for like a big money pay. Big mistake. Holmes actually beat him by decision, and that fight actually made him popular. The fans like the fact that at his age he came back and he silenced an up and comer. Yeah. But unfortunately, he didn't win the belt because he dumped the belt. All right, now we go to the prototype, guys.
Right. Don't reveal.
Try to hide it. Or how you gonna do it?
Oh yeah, I guess grab it. Don't look at it.
Okay. Well, we know.
Yeah, you got it.
I think we already know it might not be Tyson, guys. It looked like something else.
Okay, so there's how many prototypes are there?
I think there's 10 different boxers.
10 different boxers, and there's 35,000
packs or CDs.
So that means there's only 3,500 of this prototype, right? Yeah.
I guess so.
Like each boxer would have 3,500.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's find out. I'm guessing. Do you have a guess?
Well, what are my choices?
Well, from what I remember, there's Tyson. There's Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yep.
There's Rocky Marciano.
Yep.
Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yep. I don't think you want that one.
I have that one actually already.
Oh, you don't want that one again.
Well, he is a great fighter all around. I think who else was there. Can't think of the other one. I'm not sure if
Holyfield, Foreman.
No, surprisingly not. They should have, but they didn't put them.
I'm just gonna guess Sugar Ray.
No, I think it's another lightweight. But I can't remember who. Anyway,
I'll reveal it.
I'm guessing, knowing my luck, it's probably Julio.
Okay.
Oh, it's Ray.
Oh!
You're right.
I got it right, Daniel. Take that. Huh? You think I was wrong? I'm right.
So Sugar Ray Leonard. All right.
I told you, Daniel. Sugar Ray.
So they say prototype there. Yeah.
Oh shoot, nice.
Yeah.
That's not a bad one to have.
I know.
It could be worse.
And they don't have the picture yet.
Okay.
So
cool.
at this point, he had one loss. So 36-1 and one
We
draw.
didn't get Tyson, but
I don't know.
whatever.
You know who the one loss was to?
Sugar Ray. I don't know. Spinks. Who did he lose to?
No, he lost to I think he lost to. I don't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Hearns because I think they fought.
Oh, Hearns. Yeah.
But I thought.
Oh, Hearns was pretty good.
But I thought Ray Leonard beat him somehow. Like he was losing, but he still beat him. Yeah, I can't remember for sure. They're probably gonna talk about it here. But it's really small print though. Titles: NABF Welter 1979. He's just talking about his belt, so it doesn't probably talk about who he lost to. WBC Welter 1979-81, World Welter 1981-82, WBC Middle 1987, WBC Super Middle Light Heavyweight 1988. A slick boxer and potent puncher, Leonard is a world champion in 5 different weight classes. His biggest wins are over Marvin Hagler,
Oh, you beat them.
Thomas Hearns, and Roberto Duran. Already ranks as an all-time great, won a gold medal at the 76 Olympics. He drew against Hearns actually.
The loss is right here then.
Well, it says D.
He lost to Duran in. Oh no, that's
Where? Actually, up here, yeah, you're right.
he lost to Duran, right? Yeah.
KO.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
But he also beat him.
He did, yeah.
Who did Duran give up against? Was it him?
Yeah, it was.
See, so there you go. Well, was that the second fight? That was right. Because Duran beat him the first time.
Actually, wait. I can't tell.
No, the prototype block
covered. Yeah. So he KO'd him in the second fight. I think that's the one where he gave up. But I can't tell if that one. It says 15, so I guess it went to distance. The first one.
So he may have lost in a decision.
Maybe. Yeah.
Then he dummied him.
And they fought a third time,
and then he won again.
Yeah, he beat him 12 rounds.
Duran gave up.
Yeah, so much. Yeah.
Hey, he got outclassed bad though.
That?
Yeah. You can't be mad about this one. There's worse boxers, no?
Yeah.
I got it right, Dan. You doubted me.
Well,
Doubted.
no, I didn't doubt. I just thought it was.
I got it right. You want to put it in top loader? Since that's probably the best. All those other 10 are like the same every.
Yeah, they're. All right.
Oh, you got
Well,
Leonard.
I don't know if you want to do anything with these, but
I mean, it's yours.
they're yours.
No, it's yours.
No, all good.
Well, Daniel. Okay, I think we're good. We're good. Just go like this. All right.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully that wasn't too boring. I saw Gary yawning a little bit.
I
There.
did?
Yeah.
No, I
mean,
didn't.
I don't blame you. I'm just reading, so reading is kind of boring. I should have maybe changed my voice a little bit more, but it's all right, guys.
Oh, Daniel.
Yep,
So you're keeping these, right?
I try to give some boxing knowledge on those cards. Hopefully, I didn't do a bad job.
Oh, you did good.
But yeah, do you feel strange that Holyfield is only actually he's in two cards, I guess, right? He's fighting Foreman, and then the match against Tyson doesn't happen, but he doesn't have like his own individual card. I wonder why.
Foreman?
Holyfield.
Oh, Holyfield. I know you should have one.
Because he has where he's fighting Foreman, and he has one where he's against Tyson, but not by
The
himself.
headliners. Maybe it wasn't popular enough.
I don't think so. I mean,
Was he just come up and coming?
no, he was a champ at that point.
Oh yeah.
Because Bo was gonna beat him after this was made. So. This is 92. Bo beat him on November 13th. It was a Friday the 13th, 1992.
Yep. So. 19,956.
You want to read this?
Certificate of Authenticity. Each KO heavyweight hologram set is in this limited edition has been approved by the boxer or boxers bearing their name and is certified authentic by KO Cards Limited.
Okay. It's not like it's autographed or anything. I would say it's true.
Yeah, why would they? I guess they give the consent. You could put me in here.
Yeah,
you probably get paid for it, but
yeah. But Holyfield doesn't have his own individual cards, right?
Yes. Okay. Well, here you go, Daniel.
Yeah. But I think every fighter that they chose, other than Ruddock, went on to win something. I mean, they had
unfortunate.
They had expectations for Ruddock, but obviously, he lost to Lennox Lewis.
Canadian legend, Daniel.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Yeah, have a fantastic week. We'll be back, guys. Peace.
And this Indie stream is out.
Yeah.